What's good, T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 11, Episode 28 review. Let's get right into it. So, Zale tells the girls on the van ride back to the resort or wherever they're staying that he was on the phone one night with his best friend, Paris, who used to be on the show, and that she said, ha, you moved all the way to Atlanta for a don't want you. And he was like, it hurt his feelings, but he realized that A, she was drunk, B, what she was saying was the truth and was giving him tough love. He was like, because he actually was in his fifis the night before drunk and was calling Santana, and Santana wasn't answering his phone calls, and he was just like, I gotta basically figure out a way to let him go because obviously he don't want me like I want him. And I was like, girl, we've been trying to scream that to you through the television that he's not that into you, honey. I wonder how it feels for him to watch it back and to like see Santana's like mannerisms and the things that he said in his confessional, because it just seemed like he was there for whatever he could get out of Zale, since Zale was spending money on him. That's what it was given. Like, I'm just here for whatever he gonna give and make him think that it's more than what it's gonna be, but this is really all it'll ever be. And I kind of feel bad for Zale because, you don't treat people like that at the end of the day. So Carly started crying out of nowhere, talking about how she ain't got nobody. She give her all to everybody else. She taking care of everybody. She ain't got nobody there to take care of her. What if something happened to her? She ain't got nobody. And Bambi and Amy were like, if you ever need anything, we got you. We're there for you or whatever. I just didn't understand how that came out of what they were talking about. But okay, girl, get you a dog or something. Get a pet. Get a gerbil. I don't know. But like, I mean, stop messing with men that obviously only want you for one thing or to use you as a trophy on their arms. Like, you keep on building empty relationships with men and wonder why you're alone. Like, come on. So Jock, back in Atlanta at his home with Kendra, tells her that his baby mama Gloria and Gianna might be coming to the kickball game that he's throwing in honor of his mom. And so she was like, they can come, but I don't want to have anything to do with Gloria. I don't plan on speaking to her, talking to her. Like, just keep her away from me or whatever. And he was like, well, I'm not asking you to do any of that. I'm just letting you know that she might come along with my daughter. And he FaceTimes Gloria about the event or whatever and speaks to his daughter in front of Kendra. And Kendra just sits there, But my thing with Kendra is like, is there a piece of this story that we're missing? Are y'all steady lying to us? Because I'm so confused on where all of this animosity towards Gloria is coming from. What did this lady do to you? You said that y'all were broken up, quote unquote, when this happened, or y'all was separated or whatever, when he cheated on you and got this girl pregnant. And then I remember when it came out, you were saying, everybody know about us. Everybody know about me. Okay, everybody don't know about you. Who are you to know of? Like, Kendra, please stop. But once again, y'all were so-called separated. This is what y'all both have said. So why are you so upset with this girl? What did she do to you? And you talking about something, once again, he better be glad that I like children and I'm willing to be around the daughter. Ain't no better be glad nothing. Like, she is so childish. It doesn't even make sense. Like, if you knew that you were going to stay committed to this man in this relationship and then proceed to marry him, then at that point you decided to accept everything that came along with him, including the baby mama. Like, I'm sick of her. Like, I don't need to see her on this show no more. I'm sick of her. I really, truly am. So Yandy calls Mendices and she being all sweet. I miss you. I wish you was here. It's cold, burr. And he like, oh, really? And she was like, you still mad at me? He was like, yeah, duh. Can't you tell? And he was like, yeah, when you get back home, we're going to have a conversation, because he tired of her moving like she a single woman. And I don't blame Mendices, for that. Like, you making life-changing decisions, like it's not going to affect not only your life, but our marriage, our family, everything. Like, we already got a billion things going on as is. And then here you go piling more onto it. Like, how you gonna make a decision by yourself to give your so-called sister your eggs to have a baby without talking to your husband? Then you don't talk to your husband about the fact that you're gonna run for office. Like, these are things that affect everybody in your family's lives. Like, that is so selfish of Yandy. It really honestly is. So after that, everybody meets with this Native American tribe, and it was a really beautiful ceremony and everything. It was a lot of elders in the room. And afterwards, one of the elders was basically prophesizing, if you want to say, over Carly and telling her about herself and her life and everything. And he was saying to her, like, you take care of everybody, you need to take care of yourself, and basically everything that she was saying in the van. So she breaks down crying, and Yandy and Rashida go off to the side and talk. And Yandy tells Rashida about how Mendices is upset with her, and how he basically threatened to move out. And Rashida was like, oh no, we can't have that. And Yandy in her confessional was like, I want to be submissive. I want to be all of those things for my husband. I just don't know how to be. And on the flip side of what I just said earlier about Mendices and Yandy's situation is, I understand why Yandy moves the way that she does, because for 5 or 6 years of their relationship, she had to move solo. She didn't have to really inquire or ask, not permission, but talk things over with him about certain things, because he wasn't there. She was doing everything on her own. And I think that it has been a tough transition from her to click out of, I gotta do everything on my own, this a one-man band, to I have a partner here that's here to help me, to communicate with, to run things past, and I have to consider somebody else's feelings. And she really didn't have to do that while he was away in jail. So it's like, I get where her mindset is, but she has to learn how to be a wife and a partner, or their partnership isn't gonna last. You know what I'm saying? She can't continue to move the way that she's moving. So she gonna have to get it together real quick. So it's the day of the kickball game, and Gloria does in fact come and drop Gianna off. She doesn't come in, so Kendra doesn't have to deal with her. But in her confessional, Kendra makes a statement. I don't know if Gloria is going to come inside, but if she do, you stay on your side and I'll stay on my side. I mean, have you ever seen Mariah Carey hanging out with Nick Cannon's baby mamas? I think not. First of all, how dare you? First of all, how dare you compare yourself to the Mariah Carey, aka MC, aka the high note princess, like aka the Queen of Christmas? How dare you? First of all, Mariah Carey was that man's wife. They had children together. She was his first mother of his children, first of all, before he decided to go out there and have 50 million kids with 50 million bitches. Okay? Your situation is totally different. You got with a man who already had 10 billion children and 50 billion baby mamas, and had a baby on you in the process, and still decided to marry him. Instead of comparing yourself to Mariah Carey, you should have been comparing yourself to like an Ari Fletcher. Like, because don't ever do her. Never. Ever, ever, ever do that again, ma'am. Please. And she was confident when she said that mess. Girl, get your life in order. So, Jock, in his confessional, is praising the fact that Kendra was even willing to breathe the same air as Gloria. You part of the problem too, you buffoon. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all both dumb. So, back at the ski retreat, everybody's eating lunch, and Spice tells everybody there that, you know, does music, that there's going to be a performance the next day, and they're invited to perform. And, you know, Carly is doing her music thing now. So Yandy was like, you know what my favorite song is? You and Carly's song that y'all got together. Like, y'all should perform it. And Spice took that as her being funny, trying to push them to talk once again and all of this stuff. And she makes the situation bigger than what it was. She didn't even have to say nothing. She didn't even have to do all of that. But here she go on a tangent starting. And Sierra says, will you do a song with me? Will you do a song with me, Spice? And yes, y'all, I've gotten y'all DMs about, I can't even say it, about Sierra's music video. I am going to do something, but I got to wait till I get my hair done in order to do it. But it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Trust and believe it's going to happen, because baby, y'all, I was on the floor when I saw the snippet. Child. Okay. So Spice was like, no, I'm not doing any more songs with friends anymore, because the last time I did that, I got shit thrown on my face. Real life shit. Brown shit. Not the green shit, but the brown shit on my face. Yes. And it smelled like White Castles with the onions. It was like, what? So Carly like, here she go. So at this point, it's kind of getting heated at the table. So Bambi was like, you know, everybody just need to chill. Just saying, let's change the topic. And Bambi was like, because at the end of the day, you got physical with this girl. Spice all of a sudden says she never touched her. I never touched her, Bomba Cloud. And I was like, now is the narrative have gone to, there was an altercation, to now you never touched her, and saying if you did want to touch her, she stayed right across the street from you if you really wanted that smoke. Carly still maintained that the girl touched her, and everybody else is. Okay. So Spice then goes on to say, even Zell coming at me talking about she's scared. What is it Carly scared for? What is she scared? So Bambi was like, because you're yelling. Can you please stop the yelling? Everybody use their inside voices. Spice was like, this is the way I talk. Y'all trying to pick me out to be a bully. Sierra boxed her in the face, and she's not scared of Sierra. They keep paying me like I'm a bully all the time, and I'm not taking this anymore. I'm not taking it. This Spice voice is killing me. So Spice started crying. No, they're not going to do this to me again. They're not going to do it. I'm not going to take it. I'm going back to Jamaica. They're not going to pay me out to be a bully. And so she like, they not going to do this to me another season. She talking about some, she going home, she leaving. And Carly was like, this the type of she do. Like, she always got to play victim. And it was like, are y'all trying to outcry each other this episode because Carly had a breakdown the night before? You got to have a breakdown this night. And it's like, Spice, girl, how hard is it for you to understand that what you did to her was wrong? Any grievances you had leading up to that incident on the family trip pretty much is null and void, because you took it to a whole other level when you put your hands on that girl. Okay? Or even, say for instance, you didn't hit her. You still attempted to, which is crazy, because nothing that Carly had done up until that point was worth you even trying to put your hands on her. You know what I'm saying? And you need to take accountability for that. But you don't want to. You still trying to be the victim based on the situation that you and Erica had, where you were the victim in that. But in this situation, my love, you were the aggressor and you were wrong. And until you stop putting a butt behind everything, Carly is not going to be receptive to anything that you have to say. And obvious, things have never gotten better because y'all know I did that video a few weeks back or about a month ago where she got on social media out and Carly for so-called buying her a fake bag and all of this type of stuff. It's like, girl, for somebody that cheated, you would think that you would have a better lease on life. But it seemed like after that incident that happened to her, that Spice been effed up in the head. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, I don't know if the devil got up in her during that period, but she really needs a soul cleanse or something, because she has not been the same since that incident. She really honestly has not. And she needs to get it together real quick. But I'm going to give this week's episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta a B-. It was cute.